And we're back. What's up, everybody? Benja Welldone coming at you live on this beautiful Friday, February the 24th at 5:43 in the morning. How are you doing? So, the physical 100 and $1 million motivation. What does that mean? Well, let's get into it. You know, there's this show out called The Physical 100. I gotta be honest, I freaking loved it. It's awesome. I just finished the last one, and it's basically about these 100 different types of body types. It's amazing. It's great. Check it out. And they're all competing for a certain amount of money. Okay, now it's in South Korea. The currency is different. I'm calling it $1 million. Whatever. It doesn't matter, right? The point is this. You get to see all these different people competing based off their body size, and most of it is actually mental, even though it's called the Physical 100. I think it's really fascinating and interesting. Now, I'm not in the Naval Special Warfare Program, the Army, what do they call it? Army Special Forces, but I was going to say the actual specific, the Q course, the Army Special Forces selection course. It's called a Q course. I'm not in any of these, right? But I can say this much. The most fascinating thing about watching all of this wasn't watching people succeed. It was watching how somebody would basically be on the brink of defeat and quit, and all of a sudden they'd be reminded of the money, and it's like they would be a whole new person. They would have like a whole new gear, and they would just shift into it. And it actually brings me back to something that's a former episode, okay, that I had on this show called $1 Million Motivation. Now, what is it inside of everyone? If you were to compete in a karate tournament, whatever, I'm making something up, okay, basketball game, doesn't matter, fill in the blank, right? If you were to give your all, and I say it in quotations because most people don't really give their all, okay? And then I were to say, okay, if you do this exact task and win, I'll give you $1 million. How much harder are you going to try? If you can try harder with $1 million motivating you and having it be real, especially if it's real money, not just saying it, okay? How is it that you can? I feel like the reason why is because you can measure $1 million mentally compared to all. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. Give me your everything, okay? But if you start saying, give me $1 million worth, I feel like you can find it inside of you to really dig deep and do that. And you could say it's money-based, and it is, but it's also measurement-based. You know what I mean? I got so pumped up. And one of the things that people always talk about in different special forces programs is one of the things that would be the most amazing things is seeing a guy that was bigger, stronger, healthier, faster, whatever, right beside them in these selection courses, and watching them just ring that bell or just basically say, like, that's enough, and they quit. It's crazy. And they said that sort of made them, you know, realize maybe they are special, maybe they are different, you know. And I think that no-quit attitude, I feel like it's very possible to attain, of course, for everyone. But an easy way to see it, watch The Physical 100. I'm telling you right now, it is one of the best shows that I've seen in so long. Because in a lot of ways, it just shows what, and I know, like I said, I just finished the last one. I'm not going to say who won or their body type or whatever. But it was really interesting to see how far something can get you. And then at a certain point, you can just see someone just stop trying. I hated to watch people stop trying. And I love to see the other guy just make this one. They would just go like this. Huh. They'd be like, huh, you know, I got this. I can really get this. So, anyway, that was pretty much it. I just, I'm just so big into like discipline and, you know, essentially just always moving harder, faster, stronger, that kind of stuff. So seeing that the number one thing, again, with special forces and with the physical 100, which is not the best comparison at all, but for this one aspect it is, seeing people's fighting spirit, if you would call it, right? Or basically just seeing how, whether it was special, you know, again, military or this physical 100, that people, regardless of their body type, they just continue to push themselves forward. And it's not their body that's doing it. It's their mind. It's that mental toughness that you hear over and over and over again. I've actually had the pleasure to work with some of our Green Berets in the Army Rangers, in the Army myself, and you know, it was really funny and interesting all at once, because the people that are supposed to be special forces, and I say that as at that second quotation mark is a joke. Yeah, they're special, but they do not look like it at all. Some of them look like they were made in a laboratory, like they're physical freaks. Other ones look like they haven't ever exercised a day, ever. They're like the least impressive body types you've ever seen in your life, and they're special forces. But when you give them a mission, they say climb up this or take this block of wood this distance or whatever, they do it 100% out of 100% of the time. So anyway, wrapping it up, keeping it short, keeping it brief, on the point. Be special forces. You guys are amazing. I'm out. Peace.